Welcome everybody to another episode of the Succ. This is Phil, and we'll go around and then just keep talking.
Wow, I nailed that that time too. Like it said one, and then you were like, "It's the episode of the Succ with Phil."
Yeah, the cold open started with the warm open.
Yeah.
Wow. This is a very hot opening then.
Yeah. A little too hot.
Nobody is going to pick up on that one? Okay.
Just flaming hot open.
Well, welcome back, man. This is so exciting to have you back on the podcast with us. We've definitely missed your energy a lot.
Yeah, it felt like such a long time, but it was just 2 weeks.
Yeah, I especially missed your energy in the editing.
The back on the grind.
Yeah.
You did a great job, though. Really good.
Well, thanks.
That's what I was going to say. WM.
Yeah.
Choice editing job.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
There has been a distinct lack of a spicy meatball-esque vibe that we've been missing since Matt's been gone.
Yeah. We've only got the Swedish, the IKEA style meatball for me.
I don't have enough Italian blood to carry it. We needed you back.
Yeah. With our powers combined, we have enough Italian in us for one entirely Italian person.
I have zero Italian. Thank
Italian blood to. We had to bleep the G slur because there wasn't.
If I was there, you wouldn't have had to bleep it.
No, if it happens today, it's fine.
Could have given you a G pass.
Well, something we missed last week, maybe this would be a great way to catch Matt back up into the Succ, is we talked about our monster fucking moments. If we had to choose a cryptid, what would we fuck? And it seemed like you in the chat were very, you seemed like you definitely had some information we needed to hear.
Yeah, absolutely. Big fan of fucking monsters. Really.
Same, buddy.
Big monster fucking guy. So maybe that's what brought us all together in the end.
We're all monster fuckers. Yeah.
Yeah, we're all monster fuckers. Well, I mean, I feel like it's cheating a little bit, but the obvious answer is like a nymph. If you're picking just
boring. That's so basic, dude.
No, I know. I'm not saying that would be my choice. I'm saying if I'm in a vacuum, like a genie is like, oh, you have one wish to fuck any monster. I'd be like, okay, well, I have to do nymph because that's what they do. Now, the flip side of that is you pick succubus because then I get to die too, which is really cool. But I get to get fucked to death, which is that's kind of the best way to die.
Yeah, and then we get a mascot out of the deal too. So once you're dead, the succubus can just come on and be like our number one.
Yeah, exactly.
The fucked up thing that nobody tells you about getting fucked to death by a succubus is that you actually have to listen to Incubus the whole time. And that's the worst part
Well, there's definitely no better way to start another episode of The Succ than discussions of death by succubus. So welcome, listeners, to another episode of The Succ. This is Phil.
This is Ashley.
This is Matt.
This is WM.
And this is Justine.
Wow, look at us. We're like grown-up podcasters now. I can't believe it.
Now.
This is crazy. People are going to recognize our voices. They do all kind of blend together, I feel like.
Yeah, we all have the same voice. I've been saying.
Very similar.
I'm waiting for someone to recognize me on the street just by my voice. And then they can be like, hey, are you from that podcast? And then they go, I thought you were going to be hotter. And I say, I'm sorry.
Sorry, my voice is so sexy.
Or I have that moment every time we log on and you're here. It's like, I thought it was going to be different this time.
Well, we just get to update the old phrase, a face made for podcasting is what we're going to do.
Podcaster's grin.
Mm-hmm. Well, what's on the docket this week? I think I heard something about a reality show about activism. I was going to say a realist show about activity, but that's not right. It's a reality show about people competing to be activists. Is that correct?
Yeah, it's incredible. It's truly like there's like nothing left. There's nothing left to parody. It's just they're just like let's just do the boring thing. Let's do the idiocracy of like reality TV. Fuck it.
So it's just the nice people Olympics? Like, what is that? Is that all that is? That sounds so boring.
I feel like to get onto this show, you had to send in videos of yourself like giving money to homeless people. Like,
No, it's just like you posting. It's just like, do you post good enough posts? Like, do you have the right opinions, like in the right way, at the right time?
It's just like my audition reel is it's a screen recording of my laptop, and it's just me typing the phrase "himbo is ableist" over and over and hitting enter.
Yep.
Yeah, and I entered by calling out one of the hosts for doing blackface almost 10 years ago.
And it was Usher that you called out for that.
Just informing WM that Usher is black.
Oh,
that delayed laugh.
They suddenly realize,
Oh, wait a second.
God damn it. Well, I guess I got to get to work on something else then.
It's literal reverse racism.
Look at this guy.
It's the only time it's ever been real.
Wow, really?
Well, it's like when liberals say "I can't see color." Like that's what they mean. It's like that whole face.
Everybody looks like Usher to them. That's it.
Face blindness, where you can't.
Face blindness, but for race. So
yeah.
But that's what the world needs now is face blindness for racism. So what is the woman's name? I never know how to pronounce her name. It's Julianne Ho. I'm sure that's not how it's
Huff.
But it's spelled like with a GH at the end, right?
Yeah.
Kind of like
so
cough.
That threw me off.
That must have been rough growing up, though. Oh,
yeah.
Last name is literally Ho. Like, Jesus.
And what if it really is and she just says it's Huff because she gets so tired of hearing Ho? She's like, no, it's Huff.
Sure. I wouldn't blame her.
You're mispronouncing it.
I was in elementary school with a girl named Stephanie Pizza. Her last name was literally Pizza, Pizza. And she said it was pronounced Pizza because obviously you would do that because you can't be Stephanie Pizza. But I haven't thought about that in a while. But yeah, hope Stephanie Pizza's doing well.
Yeah. Do you think she's leaning into it now? Like,
I really hope so. Because come on, you can't fight that. You got to go with the flow there.
Absolutely.
Is Stephanie? Does she have a G word pass? I would hope she was Italian enough.
I mean, even if she's like only got the last name and she's not really Italian, she gets a G just because. Damn, I'm sorry, that sucks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, honorary.
That's honorary.
Like Matt, could you imagine being like Matt Spaghetti? Like, Jesus, that's so fucked up.
Is that not your name?
No. They changed it when they moved over. Yeah.
Yeah. That's the Americanized version is Moyer.
Yeah. They changed it to Moyer. Yeah. It's a long story.
So really, though, how do you think people actually compete on this? I can't even get over the phrase competitive activism. I mean, seriously. We like to make fun of this idea online. People always joke about, you're just virtue signaling, which I used to have more issues with the idea of virtue signaling. Now I'm kind of like, whatever, it is what it is. Like maybe people are faking it, maybe they're not. It doesn't really hurt. Yeah. It's kind of like a posery thing to do. But like to make a TV show out of that concept, I mean, is wild to me. It sounds terrible. I
just keep imagining like, what must the judging for it be like? I think like
yeah
I just you did well this week, but unfortunately just the Afghan refugees, it's just not moving me. It's gonna be a no for me, dog. Like how do they judge that?
Imagine going up, like being judged by the person who did blackface like not even 10 years ago.
Yeah.
And just looking at her being like, fuck you. Come on. Like doesn't matter what you think.
Yeah.
I really think they need to kick her off the show.
They're gonna replace her with Mike Richards from fucking Jeopardy.
No, they're gonna replace her with Papa John.
Oh,
could you fucking imagine?
Oh, he's just so sweaty the whole time.
Yeah, he's sweating so much, but everyone just loves him.
The reckoning is here, motherfuckers.
Yeah, I told you the reckoning was near, and here I am.
Usher just gave me an N-word pass. I'm on top of the world.
Oh my god!
I don't even know that Usher has an N-word pass. Like,
oh no!
Sorry, my new thing is gonna be that Usher's white. Secret.
Yeah.
Hashtag Usher so white.
I'm workshopping.
He started doing blackface so long ago that he just can't stop now. It's too late.
It's like I listened to Confessions. That's a pretty white album, I think. Who's the other host that isn't Usher or Julianne Hough?
Priyanka Chopra?
I don't know anything about her.
Priyanka Chopra Jonas. I think that's some Jonas's partner.
Are you
okay?
Is that a trivia guess?
I think it's just because the name is Jonas.
Yeah, I had a suspicion there. Hey,
she's an actress.
Jonasism.
So not to interrupt Phil, but I did just find a very breaking update on The Activist that I think is very relevant.
Hit us.
Due to some backlash from the community. They're not canceling it because of course they're not, but they're changing the format.
It got called in.
The push for global change is not a competition and requires a global effort. As a result, we're changing the format to remove the competitive element and reimagining the concept into a primetime documentary special.
Oh, great. That sounds so cool.
So much better.
Yeah.
So much better.
Make them compete. Fuck it. I don't care.
It would have been at least funnier.
Just do the thing. Just do it already. Yeah. We're already here at the end times. Just fucking do it.
Yeah,
clone the woolly mammoth. I don't care.
At this point, you've already it's when your partner suggests a threesome and then tries to back out of it when you get mad. Like, no, I already know that you wanted to do it. Like,
you might as well do it already.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. Just go for it. I guess. Yeah. Fuck it.
Now everybody's balls are blue.
Now, is there an equivalent in activism? Is there blue balls for activism? Like you were about to save refugees or donate to someone's GoFundMe, but they got it taken care of, and now you're just like, I don't know what to do with this goodwill.
I think it's called limp picket sign. Is that anything?
My God.
I'm so glad WM is here.
I like to do a thing called crisis edging.
Wow. Tell us about that.
Yeah, I get really close to just full on panicking, but then I stop right before I am about to just and then I don't do it. And I do this over and over again. I think that's kind of the same thing.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
I will say it's very cowardly of this show to back out at this point because, it does give all the viewers that were looking forward to a shit show. We are exactly. Blue-balled. We're full of resentment, and the new ones, no one's gonna watch that. Nobody cares.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Bring Trump back. Fuck it.
Yeah. I've been saying this. I want Trump back online.
But Biden's brain is not liquefying fast enough for me.
Yeah.
Bring back the other moron.
If Biden isn't going to be out here on a weekly basis telling some Alzheimer's flashback story about an altercation he got into with a black teen in the 40s, I don't want him. I'm over it. Move on.
His handlers need to do a worse job. Period. They need to do a worse job.
They need to stop giving him the good Adderall before speeches. Let him come on and
Amen, sis.
Thank you.
Can we discuss the fact that we've been seeing multiple headlines about Biden saying fuck to people,
which is awesome.
Behind the scenes?
Yeah, it's the coolest thing he does.
Bring that Biden out. Let him go on Twitter now, and they can get into a fight with Rosie O'Donnell. I demand it.
Yeah. I want want to know what Biden's thoughts on Kristen Stewart and Robert Pattinson are. I need to know.
God,
would he call her a dog? I don't know, but I think he'd call her a broad, which I think is cool too.
Yeah, which is just as cool.
Listen here, Jack. Who's got our Biden impression for the show? We got to get that figured out. Listen here, Jack. I think Kristen Stewart. I mean, I don't know about that Kristen Stewart since she got the side shave going, but who's the other one? The Twilight. Yeah, I'll work on that for the show. I haven't practiced it at all.
I like that your Biden is a little bit country.
Yeah.
Well, you know.
Dude, give me like 5 years. I'll have wet brain. I'll be a great Biden.
Yes. I'll go back on Suboxone for a few years to get there. I think I can really.
Imagine like wheeling her out and being like, "Hey, do the thing, Ashley." You give her like a Chips Ahoy. Good job.
This Matt's changing my diapers. That's so sweet.
Well, I guess we've exhausted that subject. I don't know what else you could say about it other than
I'm just trying really hard not to do a Biden impression.
Do it.
Please do it.
Everybody
go
wants
for it.
Do it.
Listen, everybody puts me up here and says, I need you. What I need you to say what you want to say, and then they cut.
That was good.
Yeah, that was really good.
That was really impressive. All right, I know I don't have to get wet brain now. Thank you.
No, I was gonna save it, and then I realized we were gonna put you into a really bad place with that.
Precarious. Yeah.
On the precipice of humanity for the
Thank
Biden.
you, WM. Saving the pod.
I do what I can.
Saving Ashley for the pod. We need her a bit longer.
God bless her heart.
Bless her heart. Yeah, thanks.
And her brain.
Well, speaking of virtue signaling, I think that we've been kind of teasing the idea. Last week, we were talking about ranch discourse. Did we need to revisit this subject, or did we?
You had some apologies to make, right? Regarding
that may be
Benny's
true.
Ranch?
I do need to redact my former, opinion from the previous episode about Denny's Ranch. You know, around my household, we like to say Denny's has that good ranch, but I actually don't know if Denny's has that good ranch.
What?
Yeah, I don't know if. I have
Jesse,
no
what the
idea.
fuck are you talking about?
Thank you. That was perfect. Am I looking at last week's show notes? No, it's in here. It says ranch discourse.
Yeah, no, we needed to address that because you went on a real tear about how good the ranch at Denny's was.
Is it really good?
True.
He doesn't know.
Again, I don't actually know.
Well, okay, yeah, Phil said he doesn't actually know. However, I can back him up that Denny's actually does have that good ranch. Like, he was speaking from a place of ignorance, but it's like you know when you like you do the equation wrong, but you end up at the right answer anyway.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
That's what happened. Denny's does have good ranch. It's not quite like the local shitty Italian restaurant like runny really good ranch, but it is good. So you're right. You just didn't know you were right.
Wingstop's got some banging ranch. I can tell you that. They got some damn good ranch. I'm not a ranch guy.
Never been to a Wingstop.
Oh, you are missing out. That's my shit, dude.
Is it better than like a Buffalo Wild Wings?
Oh,
yes. Yeah. Anything is better than Buffalo Wild Wings.
It's cheaper.
I like Buffalo. They're good.
Oh my god.
Is it because of the
look of disgust?
Is it because of the ladies in the tight tank tops? Is that why? You like?
It's a little bit because of the ladies in the tight tank tops.
Okay, yeah. Like a Hooters kind of.
Yeah, like you want it to be bad.
Yeah. It's a novelty thing.
Mm-hmm.
Right, and you want everybody there to feel just as bad as you.
Yeah.
Okay.
We used to have it was kind of like a Hooters. It was like Scottish themed though, and it was
tilted kilt.
Yes.
Yeah, tilted kilt. And it was so good. And those little plaid skirts. I celebrated a friend's like 18th birthday there, and it was awesome. I loved that. I know. It was very weird for him to like choose that, but that's what he
That's
did.
not that weird.
Yeah, you get to see some butt cheeks. That's cool.
Yeah. And like the girl like found out, like our waitress found out it was his birthday and like sat in his lap, and it was very cute. We all loved it.
We should go there.
Food was really good.
I went there. I've only been there one time, and it was by accident. We were like I was doing like a road trip, and that was like the one thing that was on the road as we were going, and I just was like, oh, it's a weird pub. I had no idea what it was at all. And we just went in, and I was like, nice, okay. I'm not really in a mental place for this right now, but I'll accept it. It's good.
Did you know there's a term for like that type of restaurant, and it's called a breastaurant?
Okay, no. That makes sense.
All right.
Does Buffalo Wild Wings count?
I don't think Beat Ups counts for that. I don't think
it probably doesn't.
That's not the draw, you know?
Yeah, the draw is the wings. Ugh.
I don't get it. I like the wings there. They're not bad.
Please try Wingstop.
Mm-hmm.
Please.
You don't have one. I live in
I can't support Wings.
I will ship you Wingstop.
Oh my god, that'd be so gross.
I'll pay you.
Could you imagine? Like a little thing of ranch is like spilled in there.
You gotta be able to like Gold Belly Wingstop, right? Maybe? I don't know how that shit works.
What is Gold Belly?
I think it's like they deliver food that you wouldn't think you could get delivered. That's my impression of it, having never looked into it at all.
No, I think Gold Belly is like they make cookies. Like they're a cookie company, I think.
What?
Yeah.
These are wildly different. There has to be several. I thought Gold Belly was a sandwich shop.
Oh, I think you're right and I'm wrong.
They have restaurant meal kits, I guess, which like you can cook your own bad meal from the place that you like to have bad meals from.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I need you guys to know I live in a place where Uber Eats and Grubhub don't operate.
What?
There's zero chance that I'm getting whatever you're talking about.
We need to get you on a coast because it's fucked up that you live there.
I know. I miss it really bad. I miss California every single day, and it's 111 today.
One of you can move in. I need help. Like, do you want to tell me no sometimes? That's all you got to do. Live rent free.
I can't agree to that, actually. It's going to be way worse.
We get at the Succ house, and then we start our reality TV show.
Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord.
The House of Succ.
It's like what like Jake Paul and shit used to do with all the like YouTube people that they were grooming. Yeah. I love that. Let's do it.
Yeah. Ooh. Yeah, I think we should do that. That's probably a good idea, and will result in a better product, I think.
Yeah. Where are we doing it? New York?
Probably not New York because it's so expensive here. Maybe like where is it you're from again? Iowa? Let's do it there.
Well, I'm from California, but I did live in Iowa, and my last apartment in Iowa was $345 a month.
God, that is insanely cheap.
We're doing
so that's settled then. We're going to Iowa.
Yeah.
Now, the new TikTok houses are all in Iowa.
You can buy like a 3-bedroom house in Cedar Rapids, Iowa for about $80,000. So we should do that.
You can't even buy a studio in New York for that amount.
Yeah. Iowa's actually not bad. I really liked Cedar Rapids where I lived. Not to like digress too much, but there's something really charming about like a place that's like in the middle of a bunch of rural areas, but like has decided that it's a city. It's like, it's really cute. They're like, we have the University of Iowa, which is a pretty big university. It's, pretty popular. So there's Iowa City, that's like the big college town. And then Cedar Rapids is kind of just like right next to that. And they've decided that they're the big city in the area, which means that there's like 9 bars on a strip downtown. And you're like, yeah, that's the place. We should all do that. I think that'd be great for us.
Whatever happened to our Sims? Like, how did that go? Did you actually do the thing?
I didn't do that, but I can do that. I
was just curious.
Yeah, no, I have the Discord what's it called? Server open. I am more than willing do a little stream and we can build the Succ house.
Yeah, we can see
how that
goes.
Succ house.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, before I have a question about that I want to ask you guys, but before we deviate, I was hoping y'all would just let me, wrap up the ranch discourse with I just would like to share my thoughts on everything that's happened with this since the last episode. And, I just want to say that sometimes, ignorance is sometimes not bliss. And I really had no idea what I was doing. It was all out of fun and respect for the Denny's Ranch franchise. Yeah. And I didn't even know how to talk about it because it's such a sensitive topic. And it makes me sad to think that I was that dumb. I learned a big lesson. The last few days have been a powerful demonstration of real-time activism. Thank you for using your voices, calling me in, your accountability and your candor. I am deeply listening with an open heart and mind. So all the Denny's Ranch supporters, I had to get that out. Hopefully y'all will let me work on myself and move forward.
Thank you so much.
Do better.
Thank you so much.
Sorry.
I could feel your genuine.
Yeah, that was genuine.
It was very authentic. Yeah, you're very candid there.
Everyone here on your podcast that you're also on, we all think that you did a really good job. And we forgive you. And I think anybody that doesn't forgive you is definitely fucked up.
Yeah,
and
they're not an activist.
They need help. And they should be apologizing.
Yeah, they haven't considered the struggles of a parent on the go, and that's a really shitty mindset to be in, where you're not practicing empathy, and do
Preach.
better. Yeah.
Praise hands. Okay, but no, to just segue into the next idea we were going to talk about. Do you think? I mean, I'm afraid of this question. Do you think there might be threesomes happening at the Succ house on The Sims? Is that a thing that happens?
I would have a threesome with Ashley.
Can you have?
Can
you even have threesomes?
That's only 2.
Can The Sims have threesomes, or is it they just they're?
If you download the right mod, yeah.
Oh,
yeah, I was gonna say, it's all about mods.
It's called Wicked Whims, actually, and I know this from when I was a really weird 11-year-old.
Of course.
Do they have the monster fucking mod as well, so that you can fuck cryptids?
Ooh, me just eating a werewolf.
Sims.
Yeah,
I'm
monster fucking.
Phil and Nessie, of course. Maybe,
of course.
Throw in a troll or something as well. Why not?
Why not? Just go for it.
Well, I didn't bring up threesomes just to be a weirdo, because that's honestly
no, because threesomes are super normal, super normal and regular things that people do. It's really as a bisexual woman, it's really flattering to be approached by a couple, but why are they literally always in the middle of a domestic dispute?
Yeah.
Why is that?
I have zero experience, so.
It's a step below having a reconciliation baby. When you're on the precipice of divorce, it goes threesome and then try for a baby if your marriage is fucking failing.
Do they get a dog? I feel that's got to be on there. Is that before the threesome?
Yeah. Yeah, they get a dog before they have a threesome, I think.
So that the dog can be there to watch you.
Yeah.
Fucking them, yeah.
I've had a threesome where there's a dog watching and nobody liked it. I don't even think the dog liked it.
Yeah. That's all I would think about is that fucking dog looking at me.
Just
get out of here.
The eyes of God in this room right now.
Well, Matt, the reason that we added this to the list is because we knew that you had some kind of fun story about it.
Yeah.
That's right.
Right.
Tell us. You got it, dude.
So, yeah. Okay. So I've been offered exactly one threesome in my life, which I refused. And if you had asked me before I refused, would I refuse? I would have been no, hell no. I mean, I get, as just a straight dude, I'm only gonna get so many chances with this. I gotta, gotta strike while the iron's hot. So anyway, these
it's a hot opening, as they say.
Yeah, doing great here. Okay, so this one girl had been messaging me a lot, right? She was a big fan, and she said, "Hey, I'm gonna be in New York for a concert," and I was like, "Okay, cool." I wasn't really feeling it, but I'll meet up with you for a drink after work. So I did. I got there, and she is wearing, I swear to God, and this is, keep in mind, this is in September, no, this is in February, in New York City, right? It's fucking cold as fuck. And she's wearing black electrical tape on her nipples, a fishnet tank top, ripped fishnets, a short skirt.
Ashley is
yeah, right.
I fucking love that. Go
and
go
like
on.
and like the big ass Marilyn Manson stompers. You know,
I love a goal oriented woman. Keep going.
Yeah, she knew what she was there for.
Yeah, for fucking.
It gets yeah. So we get a drink, and her friend shows up, and we go to the she shows up there, and she's like she sits down next to me, and she's just like staring at me, and then she goes, "Can I touch you?" I'm like, I this is like the most surreal shit to me ever. Like, I don't even know how to respond to this. I'm like,
sure,
yes. And then she's like, okay, and she just kind of like gives me a really light like hover hand hug, and then places her head on my shoulder, and I was like, okay, we're having a weird night tonight, I think. And yeah. And her friend is like pushing her leg up my leg, her foot up my leg. So I'm getting double teamed by like awkward and like also horny, I guess. I don't know. But I'm like, okay, this is weird. Like, this is not how I really envisioned this playing out. But like, okay, I mean, I guess this is how threesomes start, right? This is normal threesome. I don't know, right? Normal threesome shit. But then I'm starting to get like weirded out, and I'm not really feeling it, right? And they're like, well, look, we're gonna go to the concert, but you have to hit us up when you're done. Please hit us up and give me your number. And I'm like, okay, sure. I have no plans on meeting them again. I get back to my apartment, and they get kicked out of the concert for being too drunk. And I'm sorry, this is a Marilyn Manson concert. I forgot to mention that. Right? They're going to see Marilyn Manson, and so they come out and they're trying to call me repeatedly, and then they're like, yo, can we stay at your place? We'll both fuck you. And I was like,
that's not.
I kind of
no.
That's the problem.
Yeah, right. Like that's not what I knew. That part I knew. It's the other part I don't like, you know? So,
the transactional
so anyway.
nature of this.
So, I just ignored him. And then the girl, like, texted me, like, super pissed off and then called me gay. And then that was it. That's my entire threesome story.
So you turned down a threesome with two people that would definitely be really bad at sex, and I don't blame you at all.
It definitely seemed like it would have been an extremely bad time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because the thing is, like, getting a straight guy into a threesome is like not generally a hard thing. If you fumbled that bag, like, you fucked up.
Yeah,
I would have been pretty easy to convince. So.
I'm just imagining like the worst like dry hand job with like two different people just like twisting. Stop! Why are you doing this?
She's just like flicking my balls over and over again. Stop! I don't.
You don't like this?
Hands slapping each
putting
other.
Her like eyebrows. For some reason, I always think of Police Academy when I think of threesomes, and I think it's because.
You got a lot of weird associations with threesomes.
Yeah, well, let me explain. Like, there's a scene. There's 9 of them, so forgive me for forgetting which one of them it is. But yeah, I watched a lot of movies I shouldn't have watched as a kid because I had a couple older brothers. I had 2 brothers, a half brother and a step brother that are like, I don't know, 8 years older than me. I forget how much older they are than me now, but they were watching all the cool shit that I definitely wouldn't have been able to watch. And so they showed me, Police Academy, and what is this? Steve Guttenberg, is that his name?
Mm-hmm.
He's like the lead guy, and he like gets in a threesome with 2 of the other like female police cadets, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I think when I watched it, I was so young that I was just like, "What do you do?" I remember the next day he's like bragging about it in the locker room, and he's like, "I got with 2 women last night," and my young brain was just like, what do you do? How does a man do anything with two women? You only have one penis. How do you right? How are you supposed to have sex with two people with one penis? Like, you can, but
to be fair, most adult men in threesomes, in my experience, have that same problem. Like, what do I do?
They don't know how to handle one woman usually.
Yeah.
Well, I was approached by a poly couple last night. It was two ladies and a man, and they're like, "Oh, we know all about Florida," because I mentioned Florida in my set, and it was just, I don't know, like part of I don't lesbian sex. I can only do one. It's too tiring. It's a lot of work. They come a lot.
Yeah.
All the time.
Wow, must be nice. I'm ragging over here. They just come too much. It's just like the girls that I'm with, they just constantly come. I don't get it.
My arms get tired, okay?
Yeah. Oh my god, yeah. We're not talking about this enough. Is like the upper arm strength required for lesbian sex. It really I
gotta hump and shit, okay?
Most of my strength is in my lower body. Fuck you, man.
Yeah. If that's all I had to do, I'd be fine.
Oh yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Scissoring is not a lot of the scissoring is a myth. Then is that what I'm hearing right now?
I've tried it. It wasn't terrible, but it's not my go-to.
Yeah.
It seems like a very inefficient. Like, it seems hard to accurately make that work for both people.
This is mostly just like hetero cis men being like, oh, what if like that's how that works, right? You just
you just rub them together, right?
Yeah.
Yes. This is what guys who have enjoyed docking. They're like, well, naturally, that's what lesbians do.
By the transitive property.
Two clitorises together.
Lesbians thought of docking. I like that. That's what they do, right?
Yeah, you got to plug one into the hood, and then it's like electricity. It just builds up, and then you release.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Like, you ever had to jump a car?
Yeah, you get
red to red, black to black. Make sure you don't.
Yeah.
Cross it.
Yeah, hook this onto an ungrounded clitoris.
Oh my fucking god!
There's a whole other maneuver you can do if you flip one person over. You can do the butthole to clitoris maneuver.
That's butthole to clitoris.
Ill-advised.
That's called a fast charge.
It's called a fast charge because it gets you infected quicker than any other method.
So it looks like you have a UTI. What any reason you think you have picked that up?
I was trying to quick charge.
Doc, you don't understand. My battery was low.
Jesus fucking Christ.
And you become from Jersey when it happens, so you have to say it that way.
Well, speaking of Jersey, I think we got to talk about horse sense. I mean, this has been something we've been talking about all week. I can't believe we waited 40 minutes into the show to talk about horse sense.
Get some horse sense.
It's living rent-free in my fucking mind. This Ben Garrison comic that's just a horse, and it's kicking Dr. Fauci, who's holding like a limp dick metaphor of a syringe, and it fucking says get some horse sense. And what does it mean? Like, I'm furious. What does it mean? What is horse sense?
Nobody under the age of 75 knows what the fuck that means. I'm convinced. I've never heard that in my life.
Never.
Get some horse sense, dude. As soon as I saw that, immediately I was like, what the fuck? And that's all I could think about for the rest of the day. Get some horse sense.
It's been at least, like a week and a half since that shit came out. What the fuck? I think of it every morning. I wake up 7 a.m. every day. No, I don't. That's a lie. But I wake up at some time during the afternoon and
in a cold sweat. I just like
in a cold fucking sweat. And the first thought that enters my brain is get some horse sense, and I don't. What is horse sense?
I've been searching for it all my life, and I can't find any horse sense.
Why do the hooves have little scent symbols?
I was gonna say that's my favorite part. I like that the hooves are little scents. I think it's cute.
What does that mean? What is that, like horse sense? Okay, but where does that go? What does that mean?
And why is Fauci so caked up? Why is he double caked up?
Why is that so fat?
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, absolutely yeet into the stratosphere for that horse pick. He wants it.
It really just speaks to Ben Garrison's state of mind in illustrating abilities after all these years. That if you really just look at it's like the ass is just this one little swoop. He's like, even Fauci had to be thick. I don't know why, but
he's pretty thick.
Mm-hmm.
He is. I've never seen his ass,
and that syringe is pretty big.
It's so limp.
It is very limp. Yeah.
I wonder, is he leaning into the cum edits that are happening now? Like everybody takes his and turns them into cum. Like everything on his comics, they just change it to cum. Well, that one looks like it's just made for it. It's got the drippy white syringe thing at the end. I'm like, is this?
It's cum. Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely cum.
Is this some kind of weird, post? Is he fucking with that? Is he trolling the people that are trying to edit his cartoons, or is he just
challenging them to replace every word with cum?
Yeah, did Garrison discover irony?
No, that man is not capable.
Just imagine over the next few weeks, there's more and more just white drippy things in his comics for no reason, and more just limp phallus type.
Oh, that old
bigger
sense.
Butt cheeks.
That old aphorism: the president's mayonnaise never drips into that pool in front of the Washington Monument.
The president's mayonnaise. I love that. I feel like that's what they should have named the dog. I guess that dog passed away. I thought they got a new dog. I was mixing up Obama with Biden because Biden got a new dog, but
so Biden has two dogs, Champ and Major, and Champ fucking died.
Are we going to talk about the Holocaust again on our second show?
You guys are so fucked up, man.
Laughing.
Matt's like, I should have never come back to this podcast.
All right, so I have a new stray cat that's been hanging out in front of my house, so I think I'm gonna name it. What was it? The President's Mayonnaise.
I thought you were gonna go with Champ after the dog that died, but no.
I don't give a fuck about Champ.
That was another thing. President's Mayonnaise.
That dog was a fascist.
The official Succ take is fuck Champ Biden and everything he stood for.
Fuck Champ Biden.
If the president's mayonnaise is not the name of the episode, I'm going to be upset.
Do you think with Champ and Major, it's kind of like Bo and Hunter, where he's the wrong one died?
I don't know. Is Biden even there enough anymore to know which dog he's looking at? Really?
I doubt it, because they were both German Shepherds, and not to be racist, but they all kind of look the same.
Yeah.
Is there racism for dogs? Is that what that is?
Yeah. Yeah.
Look at pit bulls. They get a lot of shit.
Mm-hmm.
If you say anything about Chihuahuas, I personally get really offended.
I feel like we need Julianne Hough on this one to see, what dog she problematically dressed up as. What would that?
Chihuahua face? Are you saying
Chihuahua face?
All right.
Schmoodle face? I don't know.
I need Usher's take on dog breed discourse, and I need it now.
Wait, did you guys see the picture of what's her name? The lady that did blackface? Did you see a picture of her, who she was dressed up as?
Yes.
What? Oh, okay, because I thought it was hilarious that she just put a lot of bronzer on.
Yeah,
it was so you kind of knew that what you were doing was wrong. You were just I'll just do it a little bit. I'll put some bronzer on.
Yeah, because then I can just say it was just.
I was like, Jesus.
I was just the '70s show one, but with a tan. That was me, and with a haircut too, and with a different name.
Oh no, that's not good. I just looked at it.
You haven't seen it yet?
Yeah.
No, I just saw the photo.
Yeah, it's
yeah, she knew better, and you can tell that she knew better.
She knew better. She knew better.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone knew better in 2013. I mean, are you kidding me? It's not a fucking difficult question to ask yourself. Should I put? Oh wow! Oh come on!
Yeah, it's bad. It's bad. Her hair and shit too. Like, oh man.
Yeah.
No one told. These are celebrities. They have like entourages, right? They were like, someone wasn't like, "Hey, you can't do that. That you can't."
I think that to me proves she must be a shitty person because people around her they must hate her. They're like, yes, Julianne Huff. You must definitely. This is a great Halloween costume. You should do this.
I think they just get surrounded by so many yes men and stuff, and like hangers on that they just like no one tells them no.
Okay. Can I ask why does this person have celebrity? I don't know. Why does Julianne Huff? Is she a?
I haven't seen a single one. Is she an actress? I haven't seen a single one of her movies.
I feel like she started on Dancing with the Stars.
How do you start on Dancing with the Stars?
But she wasn't a star. Well, I think she was a dancer, maybe. I don't know. That's the first awareness.
She has a brother who's famous, and I know this because I've seen them on what's the shitty show? Chrissy Teigen, Lip Sync Battle. Battle. Okay. Her and her brother are on there together. So I don't know who, like Derek. I think his name's Derek. Derek Huff, maybe. I think he's an actor.
No. Okay.
I just want to tell Julianne Huff, get some horse sense. I mean, come on. What is wrong with you?
A distinct lack of horse sense.
For sure. Yeah. I looked up horse sense and it doesn't mean it's just like an old person's way of saying
Did we discover that it's
common sense,
like a movie or something?
I found out that it was the movie because I was trying to keep myself innocent. I didn't want to know what it was.
Yeah.
But
92% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah, it looks terrible. It's a Disney movie.
I'll download it tomorrow for research. And,
can that be our dealers half a movie that we watch sometime?
Yeah.
Pick up mid. We just like have to sit there and watch
Horse Sense.
2/3 of Horse Sense.
Yeah.
We'll watch the middle third.
Yeah.
At least that's movie edging.
I'm still deeply unemployed, so anytime,
Well, that's how it works when you have to watch the movie for the dealer. You always show up when the movie's already started, and you hope to leave before it's over.
Yeah.
Especially with Horse Sense. I mean, personally.
Has anyone ever seen a dealer put on a movie? Because I don't know that they do.
No, they're always just already on.
It happens. Like
if you're waiting for your dealer, it's because they got to get like 15 minutes into the movie before you can come over.
Yeah, that's part of
God damn, where's the fucking plug at? Like, Jesus Christ, it's been an hour. He just like had to get Belly like into that certain point in the movie, and then he's like, "Yo, dog, I'm home." And you're like, "What do you mean now? You're home? Where have you been?" "Oh, I was watching Belly. Come on in."
Yeah,
I got that for you. Do y'all remember when people used to call weed baby dro? Was that a thing for y'all?
No.
Not up here.
Fuck no.
Baby dro?
Yeah, so dro was like the good weed, right? So if you got that dro, it's very good weed.
Yeah,
yeah. And
not baby.
So yeah, it just everything gets shortened, and so baby dro was like it's not like the super hydro, it's the baby hydro.
Just like Babylon? Like what is that? What is baby short for?
Mids,
We just call it mids.
Yeah, that's just mids. That's mids.
But I mean,
there's Reggie mids
like
and
good
Bro.
mids. Like when mids be hitting, that's when you call it baby dro. That's like
it's like halfway between the two.
When it looks like shit, and then you smoke, and you're like, it's not bad.
Yeah,
it's baby dro.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
I get it.
I mean, I think I remember that term specifically because I think I was probably watching the second half of Belly when I was offered that baby dro, and I was like, "Yeah, I want the baby dro." Well, yes.
I want.
Now you go to the dispensary and it's
Belly
like
baby dro.
This is before weed had names and shit for me. It was the baby dro was like the name. I was like, wow, we're getting that baby dro, you guys. Like,
never heard that.
What if somebody just convinced you personally that was what everybody?
This is just a decades-long prank on Phil.
So should I name the cat the President's Mayonnaise or Baby Dro? Like I'm kind of
Baby
like
Dro is
Baby
Dro is
cute.
extremely cute.
Okay,
Yeah.
it's Baby Dro.
I love it.
Okay, nice. I love this. That makes me really happy.
Yeah.
We just called anything that was good, we called Headies. I don't know if that was like
I've heard of Headies
just
before.
a New Jersey thing. We just called it, everything was Headies, and then there was mids, and then there was either brick or swag.
Imagine if you called your dealer and you're like, "Yo, are you holding?" He was like, "Yeah, I got that horse sense."
I'll be right over.
I'm buying an ounce of horse sense, bro.
I'm not calling my friends. How much you guys want to go in on?
Yeah.
Yo, he's got the horse sense, but we gotta go. We gotta go now. He's about to run out. Get some horse sense. Jesus Christ!
It's got to be left. It's got to be laced with a ketamine, though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's what horse sense is. I think.
That's the horse.
Sorry, we had to get one ketamine joke in there.
No, I was leaning towards like heroin because like people call heroin horse.
Oh yeah.
And heroin.
Yeah. Shit. Yeah, the weed is laced with heroin and ketamine, and you're about to have a fucked up couple hours.
Yeah.
And ivermectin.
Yeah.
And ivermectin to protect you because you're passing the blunt around. So
right. Mm-hmm.
yeah.
You're bound to get worms from someone.
Oh, that's amazing. I had something else I was going to tell y'all, but I just laughed it out of my brain. It's gone.
It happens.
I fucking love you, Phil. I love you so much.
Oh, I love you too. I love this weekly hang. I don't have, like I've told y'all before, I don't have any friends, so that's why I do a podcast, because it's a great way to get people to talk to me for a whole hour at a time. And they're just, usually when I talk about Baby Dro, it's over. That like the conversation kind of tapers off.
I love the idea of like running into you at a bar and you're just like, "Hey, did you know that we used to call weed Baby Dro?" I'd be like, I can't be friends with this man.
Tell me more.
It's one of those things that like he's not really saying to anyone, but just sort of like into the void for whoever picks it up.
I'm just imagining.
I'm picturing him at a Denny's, just sitting at a table drinking ranch, and he's like, "Hey, you know what we used to call okay weed? That was like pretty good, but not great.
Wasn't quite mids,
Yeah, not better than mids, but like not quite really good shit. We used to call it Baby Dro."
Oh my god!
And then he just takes a long sip of the ranch and
maintaining eye contact.
Yeah. Oh, that's old Phil. Just leave him alone.
He knows.
WM, do you do a good Emo Phillips voice? Because I would love to hear Emo Phillips just say something like, "Did you know they used to call it Baby Dro?"
I love how I'm the impressions person on the show now.
You've been killing it. I mean, it wasn't like we ever, designed or knew that, but you've...
Did you know that we used to call pretty good marijuana Baby Dro?
Oh, wow.
You can't blame us anymore for being... You're the best at impressions of anybody on the show.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
You're the impressions person. That's what it is.
They can never help.
You're going to have to do all the voices.
Yep.
That's okay.
Wow.
I can agree to that on the show, on air.
Guys, you're going to have to tell me, what is Project Veritas? I see on our show notes, Project Veritas has been conned.
Yeah.
So what does this mean?
Project Veritas is they're like a right
Veritas, sorry.
Yeah. No, it's fine. It's Latin, Phil. I went to college.
I went to college.
I dabbled in the
Roman
languages as well.
I almost
I just
failed
dropped
college,
out,
but...
okay?
No, guys, the V is pronounced as a W. So
God damn it. My college
Who
degree is worthless.
I took Latin.
Oh, of course you did.
I took 4 years of it, and I can remember about 12 words and maybe how to conjugate like 3 of them.
Yeah, same.
Yeah,
Did Harry Potter ruin Latin for anybody else? Because it definitely fucked with my prior enjoyment of Latin. And then, all the
I've simply never enjoyed
Expelliarmus and shit. Oh, really?
Life hack, don't enjoy Latin. There you go.
Very, very good call. Very, very good call. So Veritas.
Yeah, so Project Veritas, they're like, I'm not pronouncing it that way. If you think that I, for 1 second, am going to fix my mouth to pronounce a V with a W, you're fucking delusional.
She didn't want to say Andy No's name right. She can say Project Veritas however she wants.
Fair enough.
She doesn't have the W pass, okay? just knock it off.
Anyway, Project Veritas, they're like a right-wing kind of propaganda machine, just like an organization that spreads like disinformation. And
they did the Planned Parenthood like bullshit lies, right?
Yeah, yes, exactly.
Yeah.
So they got fucking conned out of, what was it, like 250 grand, right?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Through like the dumbest email scam. Like they got scammed in a way that like your grandmother would get scammed, where they were emailing like their lawyers like about an outstanding invoice, and the people who scammed them just sort of hacked the email chain, and they didn't even like spoof the email. They just created an email that was like a couple letters off. And they were like, yo, actually, you need to send the payment to this account instead. And they just did.
So crazy, man. So I work in IT, and we get those all the time. Like, that's like it's such a common thing. And it's like, it blows my mind anytime anybody falls for it, because it's like, why would someone just be like, just like, you owe me $250,000?
Yeah.
Like,
how does that get away from you?
And then someone does. I don't know.
It's slightly short of just being like, hey, dipshit, send me money. And they were like,
yeah, right.
Okay.
I just love the idea that there's people that are rich enough that if you know when to be like, just send me the $250,000. They're like, oh yeah, I'll be right on. Like, imagine you just walk into a bar while the conversations are happening, and you're like, hey, I'm Phil. So send me the money, and I'm going to take care of everything. And they're like, oh, you got it, Phil. Thanks for everything,
Damn, we definitely owe that guy money.
Yeah. I was going to say something like, to be fair to them, like the invoice was real. They just like, they hacked it and changed the account. But I don't feel like being fair to Project Veritas, actually. Like, I don't.
No, we shouldn't. We shouldn't. No. Absolutely not. That's a lot of money, though. Yeah. $250,000. That's like, usually it's like a couple grand or something like that.
Yeah.
Because those big ones, they should be checked by multiple people.
Yeah, like, is there not someone who like does your job there who can like check that and like make sure?
Yeah, or like a financial person too, like should be checking that, right? Like, oh, we definitely.
Yeah, and also, how often is like, so it was an invoice from their like lawyer. How often are they just changing accounts? Like, oh yeah, send it here instead. That's not a real fucking thing that happens.
Yeah, no.
Are we talking about just like bank routing numbers and shit? Because like nobody would even, I don't know, I wouldn't.
Yeah, it was like a different.
Is that my bank account? Oh yeah.
It was like a different routing and account number for them to send, like, wire a payment to for their lawyer. How often is your fucking lawyer changing accounts? That's not real.
If their lawyer deals with clients like Project Veritas, they probably do just change accounts a lot. That seems like
they're
something
constantly
that they
bullshitting all the time.
Good point. I need one of those like shady, like just very unscrupulous lawyers. I feel like I would owe a lot less to Lynn County, Iowa, if that was the case.
Well, hey, I would say that's amazing. I'm so glad to hear that you could successfully and easily scam $250,000 off of some assholes. That gives me a little bit of joy.
I was gonna say, I think me and Justine maybe WM, maybe Matt, we should all start a maid service, a nude maid service, but we don't actually get nude, and we just email people saying, hey, give me your money.
Yeah.
And then they will.
And send them invoices?
Yeah, best case scenario, we get a bunch of money. Worst case scenario, we break up some marriages. And that's...
Okay.
Okay.
It's a win-win, really.
Yeah, it's a win-win. Yeah, there you go. Thanks, Matt. Yeah, that was a good idea.
That's great. I'm in. And I think, we should also, in the interest of breaking up marriages, when we send the invoices, add like an extra line item for like unspecified additional services.
It's just like, fucking pay her. We're gonna tell your wife that you did this.
But we do need, Matt, you need to get some cat ears because we're going to attach a photo and say, do you remember this? And they're going to remember it, oddly enough, because you're actually doing this.
Okay, done. Yeah, deal.
You're the sole person that we're sending out. Just
Sorry, buddy.
I'm the obvious choice here, so yeah.
Yeah, of course.
When the Succ production value goes up like a bunch, like just don't ask why. Y'all should already know this.
Stop making it hot. Don't ask dumb questions. It's fine, whatever.
Yeah.
That's right.
Don't ask why we're all using Telefunken mics on the feed.
Yeah.
Why we
you
all
know that
have
great
wear
brand
computers.
Telefunken.
Don't ask why we just opened the new Succ studios in Austin, Texas, just like adjacent to Joe Rogan, where we go out and just kind of take random pisses on his car and stuff like
We
that.
rent Jamie to be our Jamie.
Jamie, don't look that up.
We keep telling him to look up horse sense. What is it?
Jamie,
What is it, Jamie? That doesn't sound right. Look it up again.
please, Jamie, I can't.
Put the cat ears on, Jamie.
Can I be honest with you guys? Because ignorance sometimes is bliss. I don't know who the fuck Jamie is. And I'm
love
okay with that.
for you.
Yeah, me too.
It's like how you've never listened to Come Town. Like, you live in a world that I wish I could inhabit.
Yeah,
It's so
that's
good.
fair.
We're like the anti-cum town. I love that for us. I hate
The
cum town
anti-cum
so
town.
much. I listened to like half of one episode. I was like, this is not for me.
I have a terrible confession.
Oh, you like cum town?
They come so much, and yet we're still the anti-cum town. I don't know how this works.
I'm the cum
What is the
mayor.
math on the?
Yeah, the
I
mayor
don't-
of Cumtown over here.
I'm the cum mayor of
I
cum
don't
town.
like Come Town. It might just be that Nick Mullen has like a gross beard and is like 5'4", and I'm really into that.
I can't hear that on a podcast. Like if I could
I
look
You
at
can
him.
though. You can. Though.
Yeah, no. If you listen to Come Town, you can hear that he has a
Yeah.
gross beard and
Oh,
is
okay.
5'4".
So like
Yeah.
that's kind of hot that he's stupid. I'm into that. That's fine.
Yeah.
All
Oh,
right.
he's very dumb. They're all very, very dumb.
Okay.
And like I couldn't even actually tell you, and I listen every week, and this is my greatest shame.
Jesus, I didn't know it was that bad.
Yeah, I'm really sorry. If it helps, I listen every week while I'm like playing a video game. Like that's not like what I'm doing is listening to Come Town. It's just it's on in the background.
I don't hate Cumtown though. I think it's pretty funny.
Oh
I
yeah,
like
it's
it.
funny. It's just that a lot of it is.
What is
just, like-
happening right now in the pocket? Everyone is just kind of like, yeah, pocket. Yeah, Come Down Podcast is great. Love it, actually.
Yeah,
man.
this is now
Yeah,
a
it's like,
review
hey,
of Come
everybody,
Town.
turn this off and go listen to Cum Town instead.
Yeah, fuck this
Hey,
podcast.
why are you still here?
I don't know
mean,
how
are
we
you
got
kidding me?
here. I just
Well,
felt
we
like
can
I
edit
needed
this
to
out.
defend myself.
I'm just learning something about Matt and Justine here.
Yeah.
You guys have bad taste.
I love
and that's-
Cumtown.
Yeah. That's the thing is, I love towns. I love cum.
Yeah.
And I love short men.
What's
So-
not to like?
That's true. I do like short guys. Big
I
fan.
love a short king.
I love it. I love it when they start acting stupid in public. All you got to do is like pick them up and go home. That was like the best shit. Yeah.
It's especially great because I'm 5'10",
Mhm.
so I dwarf
You
short
just-
kings, and that's hot to me.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Just pat them on their little heads.
Yeah, it's adorable.
Yeah.
It's a sex thing. for
Wow.
sure.
I learned a lot. I don't think I'm gonna listen to Come Town though, you guys.
No, don't.
I'm gonna ride that out.
It's very
I'm gonna ride that out as long as I can.
like it, but it's bad.
Okay. Well, the just like our podcast, I can't hate that much. I mean, it's kind of our currency we deal in. To bring it full circle, as far as performative activism goes, should we discuss the Met Gala? Is that something that's on our docket for tonight?
The asshole parade? Yeah, sure.
I just want to start with something positive. I fucking loved Frank Ocean carrying around that fucking green robot baby.
Yeah.
I do really like shit like that. I really do. And the fact that he looked so fucking cool while doing it.
Yeah.
And that thing was scary. It was scary and stupid. But he looked cool as hell.
He always looks cool.
Yeah, exactly.
I do think that Lil Nas X, that whole the succession of outfits was pretty baller. I'm not gonna lie.
That's into it.
I loved Frank Ocean. I love Lil Nas X. Almost everyone else I saw, I was just like not into it. I think the big ones were Elliot Page, who was just dressed like Nathan Fielder in the big suit episode. And like, I love Elliot Page, like love my king. It's just tailored really badly in a comedic way.
Yeah.
And then
I don't know about you guys, but I really liked the make the rich pay taxes dress.
Yeah,
that was a great one. Like,
that was
big
a win.
fan.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I couldn't say a single negative thing about
Tax the Rich. No, it was really smart. And
this is AOC.
Yeah,
yeah, she was great.
Everyone liked it.
I mean, how could I? This is the new Steve meme of the week for me. Like, I think I think our last episode, I was telling the viewers that there's no viewers, listeners, that if by Monday when you hear this, if you haven't been totally inundated by Steve memes, you will definitely be by Monday. That's AOC's dress. I've seen so many versions of Steve. I was going to say Steve's dress. Was Steve at the Met Gala?
Was that Steve or AOC?
Who was wearing the like football pads that said "Peg the Patriarchy"?
Oh, that was Cara
Delevingne.
Yeah.
I hated that.
Okay.
Yeah, that idea
I know
was
WM had
so bad.
Yeah, well, I mean, and first of all, that dress, I believe the slogan was lifted from other people, so it was stolen. Also, it's just there's no way you can positively spin that, you know. Like if you're thinking, should I put this message on a fucking tactical looking football vest sort of outfit thing for someone that everybody's going to look at, like you have to think for like a second, like what is this going to say to people? And every way that you look at it, it's
endorsement of sexual violence, like
it's either an endorsement of sexual violence or it's an endorsement of really making the patriarchy come after all these years of edging.
It's
gotta end Liz Estrada right now. Make the patriarchy come.
Fucking hit the patriarchy's prostate
G-spot,
over and over. Yeah.
That did bother me because I'm just like, why? I mean, it seems to me just to be promoting ignorance of like, is pegging bad because you don't want to have an anal orgasm as a prostate orgasm as a man?
I mean, yeah, someone pointed out that penetration is like they were trying to swing penetration as like domineering or like the dominant thing to do and like almost like rapey, and I'm just like, yeah, that's real uncomfortable. I don't think that Cara or any of the designers even thought about it, honestly.
Right.
Yeah.
They're like, we just got to put something in red text on a white outfit and we're going to slay.
Yeah, that's the thing is like there wasn't like I can't accuse like Cara Delevingne of like having these like nuanced thoughts about like implications
anything
of, like, what sexual yeah
but if you're gonna do that though,
thoughts about anything. She's too pretty to have those kind of thoughts. It's just
big ol' eyebrows. Those eyebrows are weighing her down. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if you're gonna go to the Met Gala, right?
Yeah.
And you're gonna put that shit, you're gonna put some phrase on your shirt or dress or whatever the fuck it is. You should probably think about, like, I would be thinking about, like, oh, what's this gonna say? What exactly? Like, what are all the ways to take this? Because I'm going to the fucking Met Gala. It's gonna be everywhere in the news, right? Because I'm a fucking celebrity that has this shit on my chest.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah, that's
I don't know.
the thing.
This
is
attention-getting shit.
Yeah, exactly.
She went there with the intent to make a statement,
right,
without the thought behind what the statement means.
Right.
Yeah.
Surface level.
What if it just said, "Get some horse sense"?
There we go.
Yeah, there we go.
Some motherfucking horse sense. These people
right,
had very little horse sense.
Obviously. Well, I think that we're way over, and there's no better way to wrap this episode than the Met Gala featuring horse sense. Well, we love you all out there. Make sure to review the Succ on Apple Music. Follow us on all that, and we have a group on Facebook. We'd love for you to join us so we can share funny memes about the G-word pass relating to guinea pigs. I can say it there, right?
You can say it that way, yes.
Yeah.
One time.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Shout out to Galvano. And thanks to Jay Pupa, is that right?
Hell yeah. Jay Pupa.
Who isn't Matt Moyer?
It's not me.
Is it?
No, it's not me. It's my friend. It's my friend Jeff Pupa, and he's awesome. He's a really talented musician.
We
Shout out
love
to
you,
him.
Jeff. We love you. And I hope your music's playing right now because we love that shit.
Sure did.
Cheers, succulents out there.